thank you for your interest in the Signature Case Business Case Study game offered by Recurrence. In this presentation, we will highlight aspects of our business game that current instructors and students like best to give you a clear understanding of the advantages of the Signature Case method. Recurrence, in partnership with the University of Washington's Center for Leadership and Strategic Thinking, has created this modern alternative to the traditional pencil and paper case study. Students find our game fun and engaging, collaborative, and challenging. Instructors love how fast and easy it is to set up and maintain, its flexibility, so it can adapt to the needs of their course in terms of length, modality, and learning objectives, and how it provides insight into student performance in real time. To begin, let's visit our website to access the game, signaturecasestudies.com, and log in as the instructor. The purpose and design of the dashboard is to give the instructor a quick and easy way to track each student and team's progress and performance in real time. On the View by Student screen, you can see each individual's group, role, and status, along with the links to their personal leadership report. The leadership report shows a student's identified leadership style based on a series of questions they answer throughout the business game. Only the instructor and students will have access to the leadership report, but both will be able to access it at any time. The Leadership Challenge is based on a full-range leadership model developed by Dr. Bruce Avolio with the University of Washington, who is a renowned expert in leadership theory. Students will also be able to learn about all other leadership styles through a simple click of the corresponding checkboxes in the report. When we now go back to the dashboard and check on View by Groups, you can instantly see the progress and performance of every group in the class. When you click on the game summary link for any given group, you're provided a wealth of detail. We provide easy-to-follow graphs that let you and student teams track progress and performance for key metrics. Teams can compare themselves to their classmates or the world. Once they finish the game, individuals and teams are provided with an effort rating that's based on a number of metrics focused around time in the game and tasks completed. By clicking on More Info, a deep dive into each stage of the game, student decisions, and impacts of actions is provided along with a justification for the reasons for choices at every step. This is ideal for helping with debrief. Additional reporting is also available. Now that we've covered the features and resources available to the instructor, let's take a look at the student side. As the game loads, please note that the Signature Case is designed to run on any media device that can connect to the internet. It works great on desktops, laptops, tablets, and iPads. It will also work on mobile devices, but is not mobile optimized. It is also tested to run successfully on slow internet speeds. Our first screen gives us the option to select a choice of 10 different avatars. Then we select a role. The current game is designed for 5 players. Players choose 1 role per team. If they do not have 5 players on the team, the game will automatically assign an artificial intelligence or bot player to take over any open roles. For our example today, we will assume the role of the CEO as a single player. The Signature Case recognizes that not every student aspires to be a C-level executive of a large corporation. So in order to help students connect with the roles in the game, we provide a narrative resume that describes their character's beginnings and shows how they got to be where they are today. The game is designed to take students through 4 major crisis events. Each crisis event begins with a decision lead making an initial big choice that steers the direction of the company. Then, in Phase 2, the CFO allocates budgets to the rest of the directors for what we call support projects. The support projects are role-based department decisions that change throughout the game. For instance, if I am the CMO, all the choices are related to the marketing department. Each choice is presented as a learning concept with clear definitions on how the decision will make an impact in the game. When students work in collaboration, this approach introduces a wide variety of business principles and concepts in a way that has a high likelihood of being understood and retained. The Leadership Challenge, as we mentioned earlier, is a series of questions the students answer to discover their individual leadership style and generates the leadership report. We are now looking at the student dashboard. It's designed to make it easy for students to quickly and effectively navigate the game and see their progress. You'll notice in the center of the screen 3 circles representing the 3 major satisfaction metrics of employee, customer, and shareholder satisfaction. The object of the game is to maximize these 3 metrics through cohesive and well thought out collaboration and decision making. We start them low at 20% to give the students room to improve and grow their business. Now, while this may look like the simplest part of the game, underneath it's actually the most complex. Underlying these 3 metrics are several variables with different degrees of impact on factors that can change one or more of the larger metrics we see. When combined with the choices each player makes individually, you get tens of thousands of potential outcomes. Now, this is critical for several reasons. First, for the instructor, with so many potential outcomes, it's safe to have students replay the game semester after semester and know that each group will have a different experience. Because there is no one right answer, students focus on thinking critically, solving problems as they are presented, and deal with the consequences of their choices just as they would in real life. In order to see this in action, let's click on the Make the Decision icon. This will load a short video that will introduce the first crisis, in this case, a potential labor strike. We now see the 3 big crisis decision choices for the CEO to address in the first stage. Above the options, we provide a background of what's been going on with the company up to this point to give the CEO a frame of reference. Ideally, they would consult with their teammates before making the choice, as it impacts the entire team, but the ultimate decision is theirs. Let's say for our example, we choose the strike and stand option. When the student clicks on Confirm at the bottom right, they are prompted to explain their decision. This happens for every choice every player makes throughout the game. These explanations are populated in the game summary we saw earlier immediately. Now, this allows for the instructor to discuss why students make the choices they made and do it while it's fresh in their minds. Now, once a student gives their explanation and submits the result, they are brought back to the dashboard and can track the progress of their teammates. Once all team members have completed their answer, they move on to the next stage of the crisis. In order to see what the other roles look like, I have another version of the game running in parallel, this time as playing the role of the Chief Financial Officer or CFO. I will once again select Make a Decision. This time, I will be brought to the Support Projects screen. This is where the CFO decides which director should receive funds based on the current needs of the company. To make an allocation, the CFO simply uses the slider that corresponds to the role for the specified dollar amount. To aid the CFO and the team in making their budget choices, they can click on the infographic icon to open a PDF that provides a list of all support projects by role with definitions and how they impact within the game. Once the CFO has made their selections, they can select Confirm at the bottom of the page and once again need to justify to the instructor the reasons for their choices. Once back to the dashboard, we will one more time select Make a Decision. This will bring us to the departmental decision screen that the other players see as well. Each director makes choices at their own departmental level for budget allocations with definitions and impacts to those choices defined when they click on the corresponding details icon. Once they've made their decision, they click on Confirm and once again provide their explanation. Now that we've covered the group game, let's briefly show an example of what the students see through the Leadership Challenge. Students are presented with several scenarios and given choices with ways that they could address each situation. Each choice reflects a leadership style. Questions are asked throughout the game, and the more questions that are answered, the more robust the analysis will be. Students also have access to an in-game chat feature that allows them to communicate with their teammates. This is especially helpful with online classes. We also provide full customer support through our support portal. The help link provides access to a live person through chat, as well as a vast library of game resources, FAQs and video FAQs, and student tutorials. We greatly appreciate your interest in the Recurrence signature case. We hope that this information was helpful. Please feel free to call or email us if you have any additional questions or would like your own personal review. Thank you.